It is now precisely 7 o'clock.
Springbok Radio presents World News and Africa Survey.
Good morning. It is Wednesday morning, the 14th of January 2026. My name is Wynand de Tooy, and I'm your host this morning here from the Northern Cape of South Africa. There's no such thing as lessons learned, or so some people think. And every time the same thing occurs over and over again in Africa. The same piece of land where I built my farm on in Brazzaville, Congo. The same land that was given to me by two ministers and signed was suddenly, after all the development that has been done, I was given 5 hours to vacate the land, which was later changed by intervention until after the harvest. But I knew everything was gone. It was the end of the road for my farming experience in the Congo. Eventually, I left there with whatever I could take in my bags, and the rest is stayed behind. Apparently now there's nothing left of the homestead, of all the hangars, the workspaces. It's all gone in a few years. Now, this morning, I want to tell you about Terry William Kelly, pictured here, from Zimbabwe. Mr. Kelly invested millions of US dollars into a piece of property, a piece of property that he developed into a lodge, Chivor Lodge, where he was with this lodge on a 25-year lease agreement. And there on the photo you can see his hands are cuffed. He has been arrested. And here's a picture of a beautiful, beautiful lodge which he has built there. Spent lots of money, everything. Really a beautiful place. And then one morning, a minister, the Minister of Nature Conservation, or then Zimparks, and another minister, the same people who has approved his stay and development there, has now ordered his arrest. He has appeared in court and he has lost everything. But if you look at the history of Zimbabwe, there was a phase where all the farmers, all the farmland was taken from the farmers, where they were intimidated by the so-called veterans, land occupied, some arrested and taken away from the land, and we all know what the results were. Once considered the breadbasket of Africa, all that remains now is a dump, with little to no production of food or anything else. But in South Africa, Zimbabwe is being hailed by our own President Pinocchio Ramaphosa as an example of advancement, an example of development. He addressed people there at the agricultural show where he congratulated them on the progress that they have made. But in fact, there has been no progress because there's no more commercial farming being done. I know one or two or three, maybe a little bit more farmers have returned to Zimbabwe, and they are now renting their own farms back and continue with planting. But that was the final straw that broke the camel's back. The economy of Zimbabwe went down as the farmers exited the land. The country came down to South Africa, went up to Zambia. Zambia became the breadbasket of Africa because of all the farmers that started over again on that side. But in South Africa, while we are hailing Zimbabwe as this big success, and we know that Donald Trump has said that farm murders must be declared a priority crime, BEE must stop, and that this compensation of the taking of the land in South Africa, the confiscation without compensation of any agricultural land must stop in South Africa. It must be declared illegal, and the government cannot do it. Is it still continuing despite all the pressure from the rest of the world? Over the weekend, ANC Secretary General Frikkie Boeliebeef, Fikile Mabula, he said there that they will continue. Instead, he reiterates his promise to expropriate land without compensation, and the ANC also intends to push through more extreme policies such as nationalizing the Reserve Bank. Instead of trying to save South Africa, it is as if they want to ensure that South Africa goes down. Here is his speech, a few short words of that.
This economy is not only about tenders. It's about owning the mines. It's about participating in the means of production of this economy. It's about ensuring that young people do emerge from entrepreneurs to become petty bourgeoisies. It can't be Motsepe alone. And that is why nationalization of the Reserve Bank is a resolution of the ANC. It must be implemented. Comrades, expropriation of land without compensation when we get back our power must be implemented. Comrades, we lost many opportunities. When we got 2/3 majority, Peter Mokaba was still alive. And the collusion we are still going to have with Donald Trump and the Americans challenging transformation in our country is going to be around what we are going to do when we get decisive power to govern this country. We must stop complaining and behave like as if.
That's Fikile Mabula, the Secretary General of the ANC statement, that they will continue with the land grab, they will continue with BEE, and they will even bring in more laws, rules, and regulation. Lessons has not been learned from Zimbabwe. Instead, the Zimbabwean situation has been glorified by the present ANC government. I went through it myself, although on a smaller scale than the farmers in Zimbabwe. But I know how it feels to leave behind dreams, leave behind hopes, leave behind something that could have been magnificent. But Africa is Africa. And in Africa, they will do as they like and not from a point of necessity. There's no haste because they got the time, all the time in the world. And whenever a government in Africa starts failing, and that includes the ANC, they will always start with land confiscation and not paying for it. That is the way how they are doing things. They are blatantly flaunting Trump, said they will continue despite his demands, despite what they have seen in Venezuela, what they now see happening in Greenland and elsewhere. And we can be sure that 2026 is going to be a hectic year here in South Africa, that we are going to feel that renewed pressure that will be put onto the minority white group population in South Africa. But then we know what happened. Everything is in chaos. Everything is falling apart. And we will have to do something to protect ourselves against the masses, to stay alive, to stay safe, and to have at least a dream, a hope of a dream, that our children and grandchildren can continue to live in Africa, South Africa. Enjoy this morning your condensed milk coffee. And then I have something on the lighter side to show you. Enjoy.
Gentlemen, abort mission. This is next level. I repeat, abort mission.